Out of nowhere, the Spinosaurus appears and stalking its prey, which are two Triceratopses. Even though he can't see it, he can smell. He's heading over to the direction of the Triceratopses to feast on his prey. Triceratopses are right there. The Spinosaurus is a little bit interested why there's some visitors, unwanted guests, in his enclosure. He's sniffing and looking in the direction that the Triceratopses are, and looks back at the viewing gallery. Seeing all those people, he just wants to crunch in his jaws to eat. But he resorts to other things. As he roars, the mighty beast is a little hungry. So he goes to his feet. He decides he's not hungry, he's roaring to show who's the threat for the Triceratopses. To show who's boss around these lands. The Spinosaurus takes one sniff at the Triceratopses and decides it's time to go kill or hunt. So he's heading his way over there to kill. Spinosaurus sees the Triceratopses and heads to kill. Triceratopses smell him and see him, but are not paying attention because they have each other. They get scared from the Spinosaurus that's getting too close. They run off. Spinosaurus is staring one down, sniffing. Pauses for a second, looks at the wall, stares at the one trike, stares at the other, actually two Jurassic. Spinosaurus goes down and takes a drink. Spinosaurus is now done with his drink. He thinks he wants some food. Or not. He sees a trike and runs and roars, heading in its direction to cut it off, to kill. Until he gets distracted. Spinosaurus can clearly smell the Triceratops in front of him. They both run together. He heads in their direction. Roars at the people.
I'd suggest making the most of any downtime. You know, send out expeditions. Get the squares to research something. Make me a coffee, that sort of thing. Cream and 2 sugars.
Okay, back to my narrating. Spinosaurus cuts off the other one, snaps at it, and decides to try to kill. Spinosaurus takes one bite. Triceratops is on low. The other one intervenes, then runs away as a coward, watching its brother die. As Spinosaurus roars at the Triceratops, which is trying to predict his next move. Triceratops is cut off to die. As the sad trying to deservedly stay alive dies. As Spino takes its role as victory. Everything's good. As Spinosaurus smells and roars again to show who's boss around these lands. Decides not to eat, actually. Decides to sleep. Because he is tired from fighting. What is that on his eyelids? As he sleeps, the trike sees his dead brother, which had no chance to survive by Spino. Wakes up and is ready to start the new day. Snaps at the snaps again. Trying to get its attention to fight. Snaps again. No reason. Spino runs where meat is and where those people always stand. Stares at them. Does that and decides to look away. Into the forest it goes. Not even a camera can go in there. Spider turns around, sniffing something. He runs and dashes to intervene. See meat that he wants to eat. Also looking at the dead corpse that he made. Thought there was something alive right here, but it was just his meat that he likes. That he will always eat. Spots the Triceratops. He's heading in the direction Ceratops is getting some food. Even though there's food right there. Triceratops does not know the fate that's coming towards him. Spinosaurus looks in the direction, sniffs. It looks like he's about to roar, but he doesn't. He looks confused, sniffs there. And trying to see if he's getting the attention of the trike. He had it. He's stalking his prey now. Expecting the green bush that wasn't there before. And walking past today. was sort of confused. Makes the beetle into a pole that he'd never seen before. Looks up, see wires, sees some black things, and he assumed they're wires. Because he saw them get billed and say, people say we need more wires. Yes, they can understand speech. Well, in my story, he sniffs at them and smells burning. And he heard wires from other people. They can they understand good speak. Oh. Okay. Let's just think the Spinosaurus said, imagine they're wires, because nothing really can understand us, except ourselves. Spinosaurus assumed those black cables, as he likes to call them, were wires. He sees over a little, he sees meat again. The trike coming up behind him, trying to impale him. Now moving on to the trike. The trike is so afraid of it, but won't let himself die. He remembers what happened to his brother and will not let that happen ever again. He runs away, knowing that he can still be killed. Roars, Jesus can get a little bit of food. Shrike is not that hungry. So he takes this opportunity to haze a little and pick at the ground and eat. A little. As Spino walks towards Triceratops roars back, then runs away. Spino knows that Triceratops is willing to fight and will stand up for himself. His brother, not that much. Spino realizes. At that moment, Spino realizes that at this moment, Spino realizes that trike saw his brother die, and now he learns, and the trike knows how to defend itself more, and knows how to attack way harder than it regularly would do. Spino knows that trike is a way more aggressive from seeing his brother die. So Spino thinks, Spino thinks about it. Did he make a mistake? So Spino in his head is thinking, did he make a mistake by killing that other Triceratops? If that made him stronger, Spino does not know. He thinks, just looks around. He's furious. He will kill that trike. Sniffs in the air, roars. Spino's a little bit more mad and angry. He feels rage surging through his body. He wants to kill the strike, but doesn't know why. Then Spino realizes something. He realized why he wants to kill that Trek so bad. For he doesn't get stronger and then eventually kill Spino. Spino gets more furious, thinking of a plan to kill him. Spino looks around, sort of, see if he can break off a branch and maybe use that as a weapon. But none of the trees look sharp enough. Could probably make it sharp. But he doesn't want the... But those branches are not that sharp though. So he scratches that idea out of his mind. Thinks of other ways how to kill the Trek. Maybe drowning him somehow. The Spino walks to the water, thinking of drowning the Triceratops. That won't probably work. So the Spino looks at the walls and maybe to rip off those metal cables. Maybe they're sharp. Or maybe the Spino in this moment smell. The Spino looks up to the cables and thinking, he's thinking, if I rip off those cables, are they sharp or maybe even electrified? He stares at the wall and seeing maybe he can rip off a chunk and use that. But then he notices a metal thing. Maybe he can rip that off and kill the trike. But then Spino forgets about that and smells in the air. And Spino still remembers that. It's just Spino is a little bit confused. He sniffs in there and smells something, then trike. He realized there's something on the other side of this wall. On the other side, there's two stegosauruses that can sniff Spino, but don't worry about it because the wall is concrete. Spino looks, he knows there's a living being on the other side of that wall. He doesn't know if it's other copy of it. He doesn't know if it's other one like him, other trike, or other dinosaur. He doesn't know what dinosaur is on the other side of that wall. It can't even be. It can not be a dinosaur. It could be people. He wonders. He still thinks about it. But he says to himself, that's not the thing I should be worrying about. He stares at it, turns around. He still thinks about it, but he's not going to worry about it right now. Disease.
Confirming task.
Spino still thinking about what that could be. He remembers something when he wasn't in here. He remembers that there's spiky animals, and he called them stegosauruses. Also, he knows those are stegosauruses, but not to worry about that. Worry about money. As Spino finally gives away the fire. Spino is ready to fire, so is Trike. Even though realizing that he doesn't have a weapon,
No disease dinosaurs detected.
might die. It's the first fight. Tried to injure him. Getting the second hit. Spino gets the third. Spino has one. Bites the neck. Triceratops tries to stab. Throws it, snapping the neck. As Trica dies. He's won. He's victorious. He's happy. There's no change. As he roars, he wonders what's under the side of the wall. There could be other competition trying to kill him, or kill something else and try to be victorious in this world. Spino's not having none of that. Besides, he's only trying to figure out what's on the other side of that wall to kill. It might be competition, might be other species, but in actually not the kill. He just wonders if he can make friends now. He goes to the wall, says, "Who's there?" And then the other animal says, "Who is that talking?" Spino replies with, "Spinosaurus. We're stegosauruses. What do you want?" "Oh, really? Never mind." Spino ends the conversation and just decides to go.